Turn your attention now to the topic of happiness. That word itself, happiness, probably brings up some kind of resonance in the mind. There could be positive associations, there could be some thoughts about how you wish you were happier or will you ever be happier. There could be all kinds of things going on with that. But right now we're going to focus in on happiness in relation to childhood joy. There's a lot of complexity about all of us in our childhoods. Many of us have had less than optimal conditions in our childhood. We might have developmental trauma. There could have been something going on. But right now, see if you can find in your memory, see if you can just watch as it might just pop in, some examples of things that you did when you were a child where you felt joyful. One of the memories that pops in right away for me is lying in the grass in the prairies looking up at the sky. There was a place I used to ride my bike to with a friend. It was a little bit out of town. We'd stop in this clearing and I could hear the grass, the trees, and the wind, the sun on our faces. Lots of us rode bicycles. Maybe we were swimming. Good friends. Whatever it is, bring one memory to mind and really focus on that. Use all of your senses to bring yourself back into that moment. What sounds were around when you were experiencing that childhood joy? If you're outdoors, you might have heard birds or a river. It might have been the sound of your friend laughing. Really focus on the visual image of it. See if you can see yourself in that picture as well. Or maybe you're seeing the surroundings as though you're looking out of your own eyes. Either one is fine. Notice your sense perceptions of touch. Notice what you feel in your body as you're really focusing on that memory. What kind of energy is attracting your attention when you focus on your body, along with the image and the sounds, that fully remembering that experience? Notice your breathing. Really pay attention to the experience with all of your senses, your full attention on that experience. And then let that memory perhaps still be there, but set it aside a little bit. And think of another time. It might be something that happened only very occasionally or once, or it might be something that happened all the time. Bring up another time that you felt joy when you were a child. And if there are several memories coming in, or if the memories don't seem like they were maybe all that important, just don't worry too much about it. Just focus on one. And then once you've chosen something to work with, really sink into it with your full attention. Notice the environment around you. Notice who is with you. Were you moving your body in some way? Was it a special occasion? Was it something where nothing much was going on? Notice the sounds, the touch. Really focus on the image. And use all of your senses to bring that to life. Don't let your mind wander off into anything else. There could be other associations that come up. Just focus on this particular memory for another minute. Notice the images, the sounds, the touch, something that brought you joy as a child. Remembering fully how that felt. What did it feel like in that moment? Remembering as best you can, letting it come back into your awareness, into your attention. Notice your breathing. Notice your body. And then bring one more memory to mind. Let that one move aside. Bring together something in your mind, perhaps about a favorite person. Maybe it was about a favorite ritual or something that you like to do, some activity. And again, use all of your senses to bring that joyful time to mind right now. Sometimes it might come up as a still picture. There might be a little video clip. Notice what sounds are present. Touch. And if other associated memories are coming up, let them stay in the background. Just really focus on this particular memory. Noticing, paying attention. What does it feel like to remember that time when you were joyful as a child? What does it feel like in your body, your breath, the energy? And then let that memory fade a little bit, but bring back the other two as well. And looking at all three of those childhood memories now, these three rememberings of when you were joyful as a child. Look to see if there's anything about those situations that you could reactivate in your life right now. Perhaps you're already doing some of those things. Or maybe it's something that you've set aside that you could bring back. Maybe it's the joy of creating a painting, walking in the rain, laughing with a friend. And for a moment, pay attention to how you might be able to experience an adult version of that right now. How could you bring that into your life in the fairly immediate future? Could you strengthen that, bring more of that into your life right now? Remain aware of your body and of your breath, the energy in your body. And use all of your senses to think about how you might bring that into your life right now. If you're thinking about some practical way that you could do that, some way that you could re-engage in this joyful behavior for another 30 seconds or so, really focus on how that might be. What might be in your surroundings, the sound, touch, the visual of it. And then let that fade a bit into the background. Refocus again on your experience in your own body right at this moment. Head to toes, toes to head. Check back into the forehead, the jaw, back of the neck and shoulders, the chest and the stomach. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Keep this awareness as you move through the day, and think about how you might implement what you've been just contemplating right now.